So in this video, we're gonna start working with prototypes. We're gonna remove all this code from here to here, and we're gonna maintain this code into this project. So we're gonna see what is an object prototype. So in JavaScript, all the objects will contain a prototype. That's something really important. So we're gonna send to the console.log, and we're gonna add client, which is the name of the object constructor, and we're gonna add prototype. So save this, and you can see that we have a constructor right here. You can click here, and it's going to be client, and you can see that it takes name and also the balance. So this is going to be added right here, name and balance. If you click in one of the other objects that we have for the client, you can open client, and then here on the proto, you will find this constructor, and it says client and name. This is going to be the same information. So the prototypes are a great tool because instead of making your objects full of methods like this one, so for example, let's say that you add another one, and let's say that we add this get client info, and it's going to be also a function, and then we create another one, this get balance. We're gonna create objects that are really heavy and loaded with a lot of methods. Normally you will add, I'm gonna remove this, only the properties that you will require in the constructor, and then you're gonna add these methods outside of the object as a prototype. So we're gonna take this code and we're gonna keep these properties right here. So we're gonna attach the prototype to the method. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to be the same name as we have in the object constructor. You can see here we added client, and then it's going to be client right here. You add a dot, prototype, and then you give a name. We already have this name, which is membership, so we're gonna remove this, and we're gonna add client.prototype.membership. This is going to be the name of the method, and this is going to be equals to a function. Then it's going to be the rest of the code is going to be the same. You will have access to this balance using again this dot balance. But using prototypes, you can separate the functions attached to this specific object constructor from the properties that this will require. In this way, your code is going to be more organized. And of course, the main advantage of using something like this is that you can create an object and attach specific functions to this object. So let's save this, save, and now you can see that here on the client prototype, now we have membership, and the constructor is going to be here. We have client, constructor, but you can see, for example, we have client, we have gold, and we have the other object. So everything is working just fine. We have the two objects, and also we're calling the methods. So for example, we can copy this, paste, and change this to person 2. And you can see we have gold and we have platinum. But again, the main advantage of using something like this is that you can create the object constructor with the properties that you require, and you can create the functions outside of the object constructor. So let's add another one. You can see that we have a prototype in the top. We're gonna create a second prototype with the name and the balance of these clients. So again, the name of the object is going to be first, then a dot and the keyword prototype, then a dot, and then the name of the method, client info. It's going to be equals to a function. So now we have two different methods. In this case, we can add something like a return, and using template or string literals, we're going to add the name of the client, which is going to be this. Sorry, we need to add the curly braces right here. We need to access these names that we have here. So I'm going to refer to these properties as this dot name. Then we add a comma. We're going to add the balance. So we're going to access this, copying this, and change the balance. something like this is going to work. And also you can add something like membership like this, and then you can call this other prototype just by adding same example, same code, this dot membership, but you need to add the parentheses. So you can access other properties in the same object, or you can also access other prototype functions in the same object. So right here on the bottom, I'm going to add console.log, and we're going to add person. Now we have this new method, client info. Save this, and I'm gonna comment this other object. Save this, and now you can see we have name. We have the name Juan. We have the balance 2000 because we have the balance right here 2000, and this membership is gold.